Welcome back to Fishing the Ocean State. You know, not all the best fishing takes place in salt water in the Ocean State. Sometimes it takes place in fresh water. And that's where many of Rhode Island's top anglers gathered as they took on, well, some top anglers from Connecticut in a border war at Beach Pond.
You know, today we're fishing the Rhode Island State Team Open here on Beach Pond, the Connecticut-Rhode Island line. We've got 20 boats, 38 competitors, a lot of great fishermen out here today. As you can see, it's not the greatest of days. I'm surprised it's not snowing right now. But we still had a great turnout, you know, for this weather. You know, we were hoping upwards of 40 boats today, but you know, the 20 boats, that's a great turnout for a day like today. Should get some pretty good action out here, some good fish in this lake. There's been reports of some real big fish caught in here, so maybe we'll get to see that today at 3 o'clock. We can only hope. Well, there's a couple of really good sticks here from Connecticut. We have some good sticks in Rhode Island as well. My guess is probably 15, 16 pounds could win this tournament today. 5 fish limit.
Despite the weather, Ron will be on the move.
No, today we'll bounce around quite a bit. We're gonna go around and look for bait mostly. Try to get these smallies to react. You know, and hopefully that works. If not, we're gonna have to just shoot from the hip.
Been throwing a bunch of different baits. We finally got like 6 fish on a tube, so we think we know what the fish are biting. As far as, you know, we have 2 little ones. We caught 7 fish, and it's just been right around this area. We've tried jigging, we've tried throwing some spoons, going out in the deep water. Can't mark anything. Seems like you have to have a little bit of weeds near the rocks that you're fishing, and you get a few, but nothing really, you know, nice size yet, what this lake is known for. Tubes pretty much work good in this lake because there's a lot of rock, and which means there's usually a lot of crayfish, and got real clear, so you know you got to use light line. Usually that helps, you know, gets you a few extra bites.
Hoping to be able to show off to the camera.
Hopefully we'll flag you down in a little while and we'll say, come back, we got him now.
Many of these fishermen members of a very successful Rhode Island team.
No, it's the first one we've done. This state team was just formed back in July up at the Great Sacandaga Lake up in upstate New York. We've got 13 members on the team. They're all here today to help, which is fantastic. We have 7 or 8 clubs in the TBF.
The Rhodey team, a tight-knit group.
But Rhode Island being such a small state, you know, everybody knows what everybody's doing.
Right.
So, you know, but we do share information, especially as a state team. You know, we're fishing against 7 or 8 other states, so we want to win that. So we'll work together as a team there. That's going to be held up on Lake Champlain in Plattsburgh, New York.
Still on this day, everyone out for bragging rights and more.
Now he's getting serious.
It's real competitive, as you can see. I mean, it's raining sideways, and these guys won't put these rods down for 8 hours. And, you know, you got to give them credit. A lot of people don't call this, you know, this a sport. Well, come on out here and try it now. A lot of fun.
Michael Johnson led the Rhode Island team.
A bunch of guys go up to a different lake or whatever, and basically whoever wins that becomes Mr. Bass and becomes on the state team. I had 10 fish, 5 each day for 19 pounds. I had a grin on my face from ear to ear the whole ride home, so it's something new. It's an achievement for me.
Obviously not deterred by the weather.
It might take guys a few hours to actually figure this out, but they will. Well, some fish will suspend, some will just move around and start feeding, and some will actually, you know, just start hitting the shores and feeding in tight. So that's what we need to figure out, yeah. But normally this place is a deep bite, so we're hoping that's what happens.
Fishing for 1 fish.
What's that?
A big one. I'm shooting for over 8.
Leo Bevilacqua loves competition.
Made it to the Nationals last year, again this year, so I'm gonna say pretty good.
A few big ones landed.
3 more we need. 3 more like that.
As you can see, some nice fish were taken that day, including a 9.5 pounder pulled out of Beach Pond that day. By the way, the middle of September, that Rhode Island team gathers, heads to Plattsburgh, New York, and tries to make a name for themselves. And October 3rd, another battle at Beach Pond.